Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh, and today we are going to discussing about some basic interview questions for Cypress. Basic interview questions for Cypress. Okay, this is a basic concept like what are the main concepts like common questions, right? Which I know those things I'm going to explain here. In case is something you got for new questions from Cypress automation or something you got it the new question from interview, please post into this particular video or any video please, then I can able to make that particular question into one video and I publish into my YouTube channel. Okay, please help to somebody need to learn before going to the interview. Okay, if I have something like other than that, if something I missed out, please add into some comments also. Okay, we'll go for small examples and a small explanation about the topic wise one by one. What basic question they will ask you and how we need to explain on those things. We'll go and see that. Okay, and Cypress, how Cypress and Cypress architecture is a different from Selenium. Why difference for Selenium comparing to Cypress means we can able to say some real time some example type and we can able to say one thing. Selenium will run out outside browser. Okay, but Cypress will run inside browser. What is the different these two things inside and outside means if you take the example like some element dot click, this is my action. Okay, in this action what will happen if I'm doing from Selenium? Okay, if I use my Selenium to click that particular uh, one button, one element, then what will happen if I use the Selenium? I need to open the browser first, right? For that we need to write the syntax as a like driver equal to WebDriver and driver equal to, and we are going to use for new Chrome browser. Okay, this is the thing we are going to launch it, and once we done that we need to use for driver dot get and we need to specify for which URL you want to use it. Okay, what will happen this particular thing this particular line, what will happen, it will launch for one browser as a remotely. Okay, it will not launch for inside of that, but it will launch for remotely. It means it will open for new browser. In that browser it will launch for this URL. After that, which is a click method we are using, that click method it will work, means it is going to work for some new browser. In that browser which is a button it is there, it will click. In case if that particular button is not presented, then our test case will be fail, right? But and the moment why it is failing, we can't able to like inspect there only and we can able to rerun and do it the same browser. We can't able to do it. Once execution is done, then it is completely done. That browser we have to close it. Okay, but when you using for Cypress, we are directly using for cypress.visit. Okay, and we are providing for our URL. What will happen in this case, it is directly going to working for that one particular browser. Which browser we want to open, that particular browser we are directly opening, means it is not going to work with any different browser, means it is going to do for inside. We are not specifying anywhere open for Chrome browser, because we are working inside the Chrome browser itself. If you are working Firefox, it will work for only Firefox, means it is inside of the browser, but it is not going to outside. In case your test case is failing, in that moment you can able to inspect why it is there. If that element is not present, means something it is matched, element is not presented, then you can able to take that new element and paste it here and rerun the same browser. That we already seen to the UA place also. All right, I show you how it is working and all. This is a concept wise. This concept wise, Selenium is and Cypress, both are different architecture. But we can say comparing to Selenium, Cypress is more than that because it is running inside without any failure. Okay, even it is not opening any browser. That's why it is a little bit faster than to comparing to Selenium also. Okay, can I use my Cypress in C# language and Java? How Selenium is working? The similar format can I use? No. Why no? First, no. Why? In Cypress default programming support is JavaScript and TypeScript. These are two scripting language it will support because our Cypress built in Node.js. Our JavaScript is built in Node.js. Node.js it will support a default thing as JavaScript and TypeScript also we can able to use it. In that case, we can able to do it our work, but C# and Java we can't able to use it. Even Ruby and any other language it is not supporting. Okay. Could you tell me something different between the Selenium, like different Selenium with Cypress, Selenium versus Cypress? Means we can able to majorly we can able to say Selenium. What we can say Selenium support programming languages like Java and C#, okay, C# and PHP, like etc. All the language it will support. But when it is going to our Cypress, it is supporting only for JavaScript or TypeScript. These are the two languages it will support. Default is JavaScript itself, okay, and it will not support for other than that. And also it will the browser wise. Selenium supports for browsers like Chrome it will support, and Edge it will support, and also Firefox, okay, like etc. All the marketing browsers it is supporting. But when it is coming for Cypress, it will support only for uh, Chrome and Edge and Firefox, and one more is Electro. Electro is the browser. We can say that inside it is running and it is browserless. It will default, it will work out. Okay. And also when we can say it will major concepts wise, this two is a main, and also configuration wise also like installation things like Cypress we can able to do it for installation. Selenium we need to do for configuration. We required more specifically configuration. Okay, but when it is going for Cypress, it's not required a specific thing to do it. Directly we can able to install for our Cypress. And also Cypress will support for Appium, which is a mobile application, but our Cypress will not support a mobile application. Okay. In the previous, we have like Selenium is supporting for iframes and all, but Cypress is not supporting much. And now we have Cypress, we can able to by using the plugin, there is a iframe one we can able to use, and we can able to do it for automation for frames also. And execution is directly is in a browser. It is not in the under browser Selenium. Okay, it is outside the browser. These are main things under our Selenium versus C#. And also what will happen, we can say some disadvantage about disadvantages for Cypress means it will not support for mobile application first, and also it is not supporting multiple browsers, but you can say that in the future it will come for all the browsers it will support. Recently they implemented for Firefox, and also they're going to implementing for Safari also, Opera also. They're going to trying to inbuild or building for all that kind of browser to supporting. Maybe in the future we will see that also. Okay, and it's basically it is supporting only for JavaScript and all. It is not. It does not support for any other languages. It does not support any other programming languages like Selenium. Okay, and also it is not does not support for any iframes in the previous versions. Now new versions it is supporting for multiple tabs and also iframes. Maybe in case if you see in any other members old videos, maybe you will see for tabs and iframes does not support Cypress, but nowadays we can able to work with iframes as well as tabs also. In this particular session, I already explained to my Cypress UI API automation. You can able UI automation. Then you can able to check there also. You can able to see these two automation I done by using Cypress. Okay, maybe in case if you see some other old videos, maybe you will see there is kind of a disadvantage, but that they made it for some plugin adding, and we can able to do it for tabs and frames adding. Okay, and advantages, if you are saying there are some advantages, okay, what are the advantages? Basically it is the main advantage is time traveling. Okay, why time traveling means whenever you work something, you executed some code, you want to see the flow of what all the steps are done, but Selenium we can't able to see that kind of future. Means we can't able to see the what are the futures. We need to print all the storing into one report. In that report we need to see step by step whether what all the steps it is executed, where it is failed, right? But our Cypress is running inside the browser. Due to that we can able to see that what all the executions it happened, what all the values it used, and everything step by step we can able to see. That is the main advantage. And also our Cypress is built in Java Node.js. Due to that, it is supporting default JavaScript, and our JavaScript directly communicated with our DOM. That's why our code will be executed very fast comparing to all the languages. And debuggability, we can able to do for debuggability. That is a main advantage. Another advantage type, debuggability. Debuggability is nothing but whenever we see some failure on there, whether it is the element is not presented or something it is present, we can able to inspect inside the browser itself. We can able to get it automatically. And also it is we have some automatically some weights. It is the Cypress having this default weighting technique. Okay. And also Cypress can able to run for cross browser testing also. Cross browser testing we can able to do it. Okay, and also we can able to having for screenshot and also video record. This is the feature it is having. This feature what will happen in case some our script will be failed, then we can able to immediately take some screenshots, and we can based upon the screenshot which element it is failing, and also we can able to see, and also we can able to get the record of one by one test cases, one complete test case, what all the execution it is done, it will record and store. We can able to see that record also. We can able to get it for step by step. If it is fail, if it is pass, everything we can able to get it. Okay, that is the main features it is. And also the execution time is very less comparing to our Selenium. Okay, these are the main advantage we have in our Selenium. Okay, and even you can able to say, can I able to use for JUnit and TestNG in Cypress? JUnit and testng in Cypress means no. Why means our Cypress is built in a Mocha and Chai. These are two frameworks we have inbuilt of our Cypress. Using these two frames, we are going to work for our assertions. We don't want to use for any other things. By default, it will use for these things only. What is the testing framework Cypress comes with means it is Chai or Mocho. Okay, that is the main concept. Okay. Can you talk something about Cypress folders structure, about how it is structured and how it is presented, what all the things means? You have to remember this question time. Okay, because you have to see this all the structure it will be presented. Whenever you install your Cypress, default you will get it for node underscore modules. Okay, and Cypress. And also you will see for cypress.config.js and package-log.js and package.js. These are the things are you have. But when you say the folders, then you have to go for Cypress. Inside that, there are a folders. These are the three folders. In case if you have some videos or screenshots, then you can able to see that two folders also. Default will see for E2E, fixtures and support. Maybe in case if you see some other old videos, maybe you'll see for integrations. Okay. Previous it is having integration, now E2E communication it is presented. Okay. Now you can able to that also you can able to understand. Okay. Integration E2E both are same. Okay. Nothing different. They change as a names. E2E fixes and support. What is first priority for our Cypress means default is E2E. What is the default where it is presented? Default means whenever our Cypress is installed, you can able to open here. There is a specs. Whenever we open, we are in the specs place. Please click onto the settings. Then you can able to see the project structure. Click on that and you can able to see there are 26 matches. Means in our project there are 26 files are presented. And here you can able to see there is a configuration Cypress E2E slash stars star.cy and again JS, JSX, test, TSX. These all the files it will recognize and it will display the count of here. In case if you want to change this default location means you need to use it this particular one. Choose some editor and go to that editor and change your location, which one you want. And even you can able to even maybe in middle of that they will ask you, can I change for E2E folder to some other folder? Can I create a new folder and I can able to make it that folder as a default means yes we can able to. That settings we need to do it here. Here we need to do it for our settings. We can able to execute a new case and we can able to provide. And here what is the fixes basically? In middle they will ask you what is the fixes, why fixes is required. Means the fixes is nothing but we can able to say like this particular fixes. What will happen? Any kind of file if you store here, the consume is we can able to use it any location and we can able to access the data which is the store in a fixes file, which is a file it is fixed. That particular file we can able to access and we can able to implement our code fastly. That is a parameterization we can able to do. What about support? Support is basically there are two files will be presented. One is commands.js and another one is e2e.js. Commands is nothing but any kind of custom keywords. Custom keyword if you are going to create for custom keyword, that moment you can able to use for commands.js file. And here we can able to create your custom JS file and we can able to reuse those files. That is the main advantage for the custom commands. Okay, for this also I done for one video, custom videos, how we can able to create, how we can able to reuse into our Cypress place. And that purpose you can go through that my Cypress beginners and you can able to understand exactly what exactly it is presented. Okay. Our next question is, can we run a specific test case into command prompt? It's like can we run single spec in CMD? Yes, we can able to. If they will ask you like this, if they can ask you like this, or they can able to ask you, how can I run single spec in CMD line? Means the same format. The naming conventions are different. The words are different, but meaning is same. Okay, that moment we can able to say npm space Cypress and run and hyphen spec, and we can able to provide equal, and we can able to provide the file. Then it will run for specific file. And maybe in case if you are not able to get some result, then you can remove equal and space, and you can mention the some space, remove that equal, and you can mention your spec, it will run for you. Okay, default folder structure, what is means, they can we already explained. For that we can able to say e2 is a default folder structure. Even we can able to change our location also. Can our Selenium can able to like not Selenium, Cypress commands which is will interact with the DOM elements directly. What which is the one directly interact with the DOM, our Cypress means what are the methods? Means we can able to say any kind of method, it will default will communicated with the DOM itself. You can able to say click method is there and clear is there. In case if you write some few means, you can able to write for this all the things. Get also all the method, what are the method you are going to use for double db is double click, and you can able to say right click is there. Like this you can able to write anything, even type also. Why this method all are communicated means, because we are working with the javascript default communication with the DOM itself. Means any method you are working with the Cypress, that particular function, it will communicated with the DOM itself. Okay, there is no other way to do it. Can we have like this? Maybe you will get some question like how to handle some multiple tabs or windows. Okay, multiple tabs and windows. In the disadvantage time also I explained, right? Multiple tabs purpose, I explained the programming structure in my video. Please go through that, and also I can able to help you one small example like why these multiple tabs will come to the right. Sometimes the browser, maybe it is need to click one link and we need to jump into other positions. That moment we can able to open another link. Okay, for this Cypress having one JavaScript method. Okay, JavaScript method, not JavaScript, jQuery, sorry, jQuery one. Okay, what we can able to sell means Cypress dot get, we can able to provide the path of that. After that we can able to dot invoke. Invoke is a method to invoking a particular which but link we need to click, link or button. Okay, and here we need to use one attribute, remove attribute. This is the attribute and this is the value of that particular. Here we need to provide that particular value and click. Okay, and this attribute basically jQuery attribute, and we can able to use and we can able to remove this one, and we can able to click that particular link, and we can able to navigate back to another one. How we can able to validate that link means we can able to use for cypress.url, or any content is presented, that particular content get it, and you can able to use for should, and you can able to use for eq, and then you can able to provide which is the value you are going to verify. Okay, that case you can able to do it for verification also. Okay, and another question maybe you will get it, can I use XPath in Cypress? Okay, yes we can. Okay, but JavaScript is default is CSS selector. Then how we can able to use for XPath means we have one plugin that is Cypress XPath. Okay, that XPath we have to install into our local. Once we install in that particular one, we have to go to index.js file, and there we need to make it for require, and here we need to mention for cypress.xpath, and we need to mention like this. Once you mention, we can able to access our XPath into our programming languages. Then we can able to use for cy.xpath, and we can able to provide some XPath here, and we can able to reuse it. Okay, and previous it is not presented, recently they implemented, we can able to use for XPath by using a plugin installation. Can we able to store some environment variables means yes, we can able to store our environment variable. Why environment variables is required means the QA member want to work with the multiple environments like a pi, testing environment and dev environment and stage environment and production environment. But he want to change every time every value and again he need to work means it's a stupid thing, right? But which as a common names are presented that like basic URL and DB URL starting position values. What all the values are presented, those all the things we can able to mention. Okay, it will goes and we can store into environment variables, and that environment variable based upon that if you run in a CMD, Jenkins place or command prompt any place, we can able to provide our values and we can able to run it. Okay, where we can able to store means cypress.js folder file. In that file we can able to create our environment value like this curly braces. Inside that you can able to provide environment and colon, and again you can able to open curly brace, and here we need to use for key and value. Okay, key and value. Okay, and how we can able to access this key and value means in our Cypress wherever we are calling there we can able to Cypress visit, and you can able to use it here your environment Cypress dot environment directly, and this environment is required for key value, which is the key we are going to pass it, right? That particular key we need to pass inside of this environment, this key, and we need to close it. Then it will call to directly this configuration and it will get for which environment visit presented, and based upon that we can able to run it. And also we can able to pass it this particular browser value into even CMD also. How we can able to pass it means Cypress run environment, we can able to specify key value pair like this key value and value, both the cases space, and we need to provide. Then it will access for those values. Okay, even we can able to password by using that also. Okay, and even we can able to make it some what we can say some basic URLs also we can able to pass from our command line also. Okay, because sometimes the URLs are maybe changed like environment to environment change, right? Stage it will be changed, or QA environment is QA, Pi environment Pi, prod environment prod, like that it will change every time, right? For that moment also we can able to use it our Cypress. We can able to use for Cypress run and hyphen config. We need to specify, and we need to use for base URL. Okay, base URL, and we need to specify for which URL we need to run it. That also it will take it. Okay, and we have some other concept that is cookies handling. Sometimes you have there are imagine there are how to handle cookies. This kind of information maybe you'll get it. Okay, and when we are going to use for cookies means sometimes they will ask you like that only. Okay, how to handle cookies and why we require for cookies means something like you have in a web page, like there are three test cases in our cases, three test cases you have. Okay, in each test case it's required for every time login. That is not a good idea to do it, right? And I'm going to create for one particular before each method and this before each method I'm going to make it for login. I'm not going to call it here, but I want to do it here and I need to work with the single login for all the cases. Okay, that moment we need to use for this cookies to initiate to without failing our remaining test cases. Okay, that is called we need to initiate for Cypress dot cookies dot preserve preserve presence once is means one time only it will presence. We require for session ID and number token that will we need to get it from UI. Okay, that once you pass it, it will present since once in an entire execution. After completion of the all executions, it will goes. Nowadays, a new Cypress without these cookies also we are able to work for one browser all the actions also. Okay, one time if you log in, you can able to work for all the actions in the same time. But if you are changing the test case to test case different environments like one suit to another suit, then maybe you will ask for that particular actions. But if you one suit place, you create a n number of test cases. If you want to use it for one login, then you can able to use it. But suit level, if you moving that time, it will lost for our cookies. That moment you have to do it for same like this, then it will work out. Okay. And also we can able to say some custom commands creation. Just now I told you, right? Here we can able to create our custom command and we can able to access. For this I already explained for one video. Please go through that how we can able to create and how why required it. Basically why requirement is means imagine there is a login file and registration file is there. Some adding account is there, but all the places we require for login is mandatory means or registration is mandatory means then that particular value every time we can't able to call for all the places. If I three times if I'm calling for login, it is an unnecessary, right? Even that is awkward. That moment, like the code also huge, it will come when you see that first login, then again registration, again adding. There's a huge coding it will come. Then at that moment, what we can able to see for login files, what are the things we required? Username, password, and button. Right? These three things purpose we can able to create one separate method. In that separate method, we can able to provide one name of that particular method. Using that name, we can able to log in. Means we can able to reducing in our main execution main file less steps. If you can able to say here, this many steps is there. We can able to single step. We can able to close it for login. That is a one. It will reduce for steps and also code also look and feel. We can able to say reusability of the code like that also we can able to say whenever you require just you can able to call that particular method name and use it. Okay, that is called custom commands. That is the easy format to use it. Okay, we can creation is very easy for that. We can able to learn for that. What are the key presses are presented means key presses is nothing but our keyboard value. We can able to shift alt control function key space bar and right click this all the things here is right. This all the actions how we can able to use it in our Cypress means we can able to type inside the type we can able to single quotation curly brace we can able to use for shift and right click means you can able to use for right click. Okay, then you can able to provide your value which value you want to like what are the condition you need to do all the things you can able to specify here. In the last if you want to enter you can able to use for enter and you can able to close it single quotation and you can close your function that particular action then you can able to jump it then automatically it will enter and it will jump out of that also. Okay, and Java and Python having sleeping methods like thread.sleep, and we can able to use it, right? The similar format can we able to use it into our Cypress means? Yes, we can able to use. That is called cy.wait, and we can able to specify how much time you want to wait it. There is a custom we can able to use it. How much time we can able to inbuild we can able to use. Inbuilt also having sometime. Still after that also it is not working means we can able to use for cy.wait. Okay, this is a one kind of thing. And another kind of thing is like in our CSS selector, by using CSS selector, if you're choosing some drop down, okay, in the drop down you want to catch up with all the things like in the drop down you will see for 10 elements in the drop down, but I want to select only first value, but you need to use the position and all, it's not required. We can able to use cy dot the drop down value, like which is one id or name anything. After that you can able to use for dot first. This one will you choose for first one. Okay, if you use the last one means dot last. If you mention the last, it will choose for last one. Okay, this is a main advantage it is presented. And also this is a last question, and also it is like important sometimes. Okay, why I'm telling this is important means hidden links clicking. Hidden links we are not handling in Selenium side, right? But in Cypress we can able to handle for hidden links. Hidden links means when you are doing for XPath time you can able to see for links. But when you are running automation side, that time you are not able to see the links. Means that all are coming for hidden values. Okay, the shadow we can able to say shadow values. How we can able to click for shadow links means we have a method called a shadow. This is a method we can able to use. We can able to click our shadow links also. If you say the complete uh, path means you can able to say cy dot get, and we need to provide the path of the shadow like any value it will be presented. Shadow host we can able to say anything. Okay, and after that we can able to post it here shadow, and you can close it, and here you can able to find method. Okay, find method, and then you can able to mention which button or link, what type of one you can able to provide the path, then you can able to use it for click. Okay, then it will click for that particular link. We can able to achieve that also. Okay, this is a sample example questions. In case if you have something questions you can able to provide me, then I can able to do it for one automation one. Okay, the questions I will update into one video session also. Okay, that's all about this video. I hope you understand this one. Please like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.